Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Sports Cave. This is episode number 19. 19. This is your boy Juice.
Adolf.
Big Manny in the house.
And then we got a special guest with us, Fred. What's your last name, Fred?
Fred Keel.
Fred Keel.
What's up, Fred?
So
What's
Fred,
up, everybody?
We do got a good show for you guys today. Sorry running a little bit late. We are going to talk a little bit about high school football and some playoff games that we look forward to looking at. Of course, there's some shakeup in the NCAA Top 25, the football, some big shakeups. And then we're going to recap your NFL Week 12 as we normally do. And then, of course, we can't ever not leave out the what's happening.
What's happening?
So you guys stay tuned for a great show.
You're now tuned in to the Sports Cave on #Champs.
All right, so welcome to the Sports Cave, the official podcast of real fans. Before we move on, I do want to mention that we are streaming on Facebook. So if you are on the Facebook feed, go ahead and watch the show live from Facebook. See how that goes, and we can get that going. But we want to remind you, this is the podcast of fans, for fans, by fans. We stream on YouTube every Sunday morning. So start your morning with us. We do interact with our audience through chat, take phone calls. So call on in. And if you can't make the live stream, you guys know that you can find us on Google Play Music and iTunes and YouTube on Monday mornings at 6 a.m. So before your day starts, go ahead and make sure you watch that. So subscribe to our community and you can do that by visiting #champs.tv.
And don't forget to check out our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Sports Cave. And you can always catch the live stream by going to live.#champs.tv. Thank you.
Yeah, so before we start our show, we do have a special guest today. Our boy Fred came in. He blessed us with his presence. We're all kind of movie buffs ourselves, so it's nice to have someone that's into movies as well. So you want to tell us a little about yourself, Fred? Let us know what's going on, man, and let the audience know what we're doing here.
Well, sure. So I'm Fred Keel. I'm a local filmmaker, and I'm also a director from Dallas, Texas. And I'm actually right now promoting my first feature film called Street to Harvest, which is in distribution, and it's on places like Amazon and a lot of other online retailers like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and Barnes & Nobles.
Big time people, right? This is
not the big leagues. The big
distributors. That's the way to go, Fred. That's
Definitely.
Awesome, bro. And you're not basically selling these outside of your trunk type of deal.
This is legit, legitness right here.
That's legit, bro. That's as legit as it gets, man. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. I work with Fred.
Yeah.
Just to give y'all some background information, and me and Ugo and my crew, Manny too, we're all movie nerds, and we've always been interested in making movies. Just to give you some information how this came about, just to give everybody insight in what. And I always talk to Fred and pick his brain and see what he has going on. I was excited for him, and he told me he had his movie coming out, and I told him, hey, we need to promote this on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to let people know what it's like, in Dallas, and what the Dallas movie scene is like as far as trying to make a movie. How is it? How is Dallas as far as the city is being supportive in the movie scene at this time?
Well, people are very supportive, but it can also be very difficult at times because, there are those times where you typically can find people that are saying, I'd love to be in your film, but it's one of those where you can't necessarily always guarantee that people are going to get paid for their film projects. But in addition to that, you may sometimes find out that you run into difficulties with trying to schedule the film, as well as trying to find locations to actually film in.
I got you. Locations is a big deal in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
I assume because Dallas is a pretty conservative area. So I would imagine, just for Juice and I, back in the day, we tried to make some films on our own, low budget, just on our own.
Budget. Just no editing.
No permission, nothing like that. But we almost got ourselves shot
we got kicked
by
out.
cops a couple times. So I can imagine. And then with your film, I got to see it. I ordered it on Amazon. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It's kind of got a hood feel to it. So and you're not really as the definition of a hood guy from what I would see from work. So to see that side of you, it was awesome. Yeah. And I don't think I'll ever look at you the same, Fred, to be honest. But it was cool to see. And people that have grown up with seeing that type of movie, y'all will love it. So y'all are going to check it out. Ugo is going to take my copy home and watch it.
This.
Yes, we got to see it. It's a good movie. Like it'll have you entertained. It had some funny stuff in it. And what I loved about it most is I'm from Dallas, was born and raised in Dallas, and your movie is so Dallas. It has all the elements. You have Louisville listed, Oak Cliff, listed, Irving listed, Dallas. So I think that's very cool how you listed the city and you named out the cities and you gave them their props in those areas and you incorporated all that into Dallas. So it's a very Dallas-based film. So I think if you love Dallas, you need to watch it. And the views that you got from downtown were awesome also. So that's props to you, Fred, big time for doing that.
I don't know about y'all, but when I see like a film or shows and they're filmed in Dallas, I always like to point out
Office Space.
Yeah, Office Space. Like I'm excited he's driving a 635 in the tollway. I'm like, 635 in the tollway.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. We're definitely ready to support this movement. I mean, local talent like this is we need to put our city on the map for big things, and we kind of cross promote each other. This is what we're here for, man. We're trying to get our word out. There's a lot of talent in the DFW, and we definitely want to hone that and put it out there to everybody. So, you guys, when you get done with the show, man, y'all go check out the movie. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I mean, he was telling me all about it, and we've been busy. I haven't had to watch it because he told me, like, you can get on there and watch it.
Yeah, I got my copy Friday. Watched it Saturday.
So we're gonna
Sunday
definitely watch it. And man, I'm definitely ready to watch something that's local too.
Definitely, I haven't sat and watched the movie in a long time, and I watched it in my man cave and enjoyed the heck out of it. It was a good movie. It's the best movie I've seen in a while. It entertained me. It had funny stuff to it too. And the actors were good. I loved the lead detective in the movie. He was awesome. It had a good message also, overall about, God and what have you. So it was a good message, not to give too much away, but it's something that you want to watch. And what's next, Fred? Has a lot changed for you since you have released the movie?
Well, basically nothing really has changed that much, but at the same time, I'm just trying to make sure I can get things started on my next film, and my distributor is actually very interested in trying to do a sequel, Streets of Harvest 2, so I do have a plot summary for that. And
you already have it in the works?
I do have it in the works.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. That's
good. And you could tell by watching the movie that there may be a next one, so it leaves you wanting more, so that's good. I'm definitely hyped up to see the next one, and we're going to try to see what we can do to get into that movie. Yeah. Even if we're going to die.
If we're going to get shot with a DaSportzCave shirt on, we'll do it, man.
Manny is ready, man. Look at Manny. You got to use him right there.
That's DJ Khaled's stunt double right there, bro.
Manny's gangster as gangster can get, so Streets of Harvest 2, we need to get him in there. What do you think, Manny?
Call my agent.
We'll have your people contact his people, and we'll get this thing started. What's up to our chatters? Dirty Sanchez says, what's up? And he's coming from ET Tobacco Shop, 9147 Skillman Street, Suite 300, Dallas, Texas, 75243. He's giving the whole address out. It's legit. I've been there before. It's the best smoke shop in Dallas. It's in North Dallas. Support small businesses, definitely. What's up to Laura Perez? Good morning. She's watching us from Florida. So
already
we're getting love out there in Florida. She's from Dallas, so she's seeing the show out here. So it's good. Everybody's seeing Fred. We're here, man.
Anything else you want to add to your movie before we move on to sports talk?
Can we show the poster, the movie poster we got here? We got his DVD here, Sons of Harvest. It's available.
Check this out.
Streets of Harvest. I'm sorry. Streets of Harvest.
Bam.
My fault. And then there's the movie poster, legit. We're going to have to try to get one of those for us. It's got the city skyline.
Yeah.
It's got the cross
anything
there.
Dallas, man. Support the movement.
Man, it's got a great message. I know you have a good background cross. I mean, you got it right there. So definitely, I mean, that's what you're about. Yeah. And we're about that too. So we definitely want to, encourage that and support you, bro. Anytime you ever want to come on and shoot out or give a shout out to any of your movies or anything like that, definitely let us know. You want to go ahead and go into those things, or do you want to get off whatever he has?
Else?
Oh, actually, we have something. Stuff? Yeah, we want to address anything you want to get off of your chest. Sports-wise,
get rid of Garrett.
Yeah. Another one.
Yeah, so second guest in a row. So you think it's time?
I definitely think it's time. Like before we even started the show, we were having a conversation about how the head coaches for the Dallas Cowboys and how things have been going. Where you start off with Chan Gailey, who was only here for 2 seasons, and then you moved on to Dave Campo, and he was here for 3 seasons, and now
Wade
look where.
Phillips.
And of course now look where we are right now.
Switzer,
where we
also who won the Super Bowl too.
That was still
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even Jimmy Johnson wasn't here for that long of a time.
Bill
Parcells. Yeah, you got a lot of coaches. We went from having Tom Landry forever, and then Jimmy Johnson for a little while. We were known for not having it. Yeah, and it's been a carousel ever since. And to your point, now why with Garrett? Why does he get so long? right? So
Good
that's basically
good
what
question.
you're trying to say. Yeah. So that's what. I got you, man. I agree too.
If y'all haven't been watching this show, the theme of this last couple of ones is what the hell is going on when why is Garrett still hired? I saw a meme that had Jimmy Johnson like I won 3 Super Bowls and I got fired. And this guy's he won 2. I'm sorry.
We when Michael Sean was on the show, we were talking about it before. Everybody was talking before we took this loss. Now everybody's talking about shit.
Yeah, we were talking about it when they were winning. Like we were like,
we were talking about when they were winning. We're like, why does Garrett get so much leeway? He had 13-3 season, but other than that, he's never had better than the 8-8 season.
Right.
So I mean,
I don't get it.
It's time,
He's
man.
not Troy Aikman. He didn't win a Super Bowl.
Three games in a row where you don't score at all in the second half, and you're in the game at halftime. So you're gonna tell me that it's not the adjustments? I don't.
It's
care.
gotta be.
We're getting clowned. It's one thing to lose, but we've been getting clowned.
It's either they're not making adjustments
points.
or they're not making the right preparations before the game.
When you look at other teams in the league, they are minus some of their stars, but they're able to still make something worth watching. Right now, you can't even watch the Cowboys. Fred said he stopped watching them at the second half.
Yeah,
bro, I was in Turkey,
and their ratings are coming down. You're not the only one that stopped watching them.
I was
even the Cowboys ticket prices are dropping now. So
big time. It's the time to go if you really want to go.
Yeah, this movement. I think.
Experience
we'll wait till. There he is.
Paso.
Speaking of Ronnie, I was about to say Ronnie was mentioning he wants to start a petition, movement, fire Garrett.
Right.
Yeah.
So we might
get off my lawn, Ronnie.
Get off my lawn. Overrated Ronnie.
Get it rolling, Ronnie.
He's there, man. Good morning, Ronnie.
What's up, Ronnie?
We'll talk about this game that you called yesterday, man. Good job on that call.
He did call it on Facebook. He did shout out to him.
But he's still scared to call, Ronnie. You need to call in, Ronnie.
Bama, go ahead.
Call in, bro.
Come on the show, whatever
I
you
like
want
your
to do,
pick,
bro.
man. I knew Auburn was going to whoop up on Alabama. I didn't bet on it because it was too close for me, but that was a good pick, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought Bama was going to go in there.
Down goes Bama.
And Auburn just knocking number ones left and right, man.
Boy.
That's a rivalry game. You never know what's going to happen in those type of games. That's pretty awesome, though.
Right.
I'm happy. Now the whole NCAA is shook up.
It's all shook up.
Everything.
This
number 1 and number 2 dropped.
All right, well, before we get to Saturday football, let's just cover some local games in the area in high school. The playoffs are still going on, even though it's Thanksgiving weekend. They still had games.
Shout out to the youngsters.
The young kids out there making moves. Trinity's local school around here, they moved on to the next round of the playoffs.
Right.
Allen
expected, right?
Allen moved on, of course.
Powerhouses. We talked about those two teams.
Okay, the one that we were talking about, we got excited for was Arlington versus South Lake Carroll. That looks like it's going to be a good game.
Right.
Man, that looks like one to watch. And they're
South Lake, another powerhouse.
Yeah, man.
When you go
Coppell's
pedigree, you
gone
got to
through.
favor South Lake.
Saxe's a local one to me personally.
Saxe, watch out for them boys for state.
Saxe's,
I think
Saxe's
they're going to be
on.
the next area state winners.
And there's other good schools, like a lot of good schools going out. But being that they don't stop Thanksgiving weekend, and that's a good time to go watch the game. So so we'll keep you filled up, and as the brackets go on, we'll keep it going. But I think we're kind of excited to talk about Saturday football.
Yeah,
man.
definitely, man. There was a big shakeup yesterday. Big time. There were some big losses. Miami goes down to Pitt. Number 2, Miami's down.
And the Pitt coach called it. He said, "We're going to upset y'all."
Yeah,
and he called it before the game.
So the shakeup has started. This leads to the conversation we've all had and we've all kind of already talked about. We need more than 4 teams in the playoffs.
I think
for the
so,
college,
man.
8 teams. I've been
tough.
calling it since the beginning of the season. 18 playoffs.
8 teams would be good, man. It needs to be more. Like you can't. There's so many schools and so much talent out there, and to just limit it to 4.
Yeah, basically you lose one time, you're done.
Especially with like the ones that have like the conference championships, because it always comes at the end of the season, and you take a loss at the conference championship, you have no way to make it up no more. That's it. You drop out, and then you're done. Like you fight all season, get to the championship, and you lose, and then one loss can take you out the playoff.
They need to have more teams. That was the biggest upset of the week, though. Auburn goes down 26-14.
Yeah, I mean Pitt too. That was a pretty big deal.
Pitt was good, and that took
Pitt
them
was rocking the chain too. They made their own chain, the turnover chain. I don't know if that's getting played out now. That Pitt started it, Oregon started it too. They're all copying Miami with that. I don't know if that should be against the code, the unwritten code,
the unwritten law,
swag,
man.
I guess.
But if you beat them, I guess you can do whatever you want.
Right on.
So you got beat. But I wonder what the shake was going to be. I mean. I put both polls on the AP and the college playoff one because they differ a little bit on here, but Alabama lost and the 1 and 2 lost, so that definitely they're out of the top 4. I think.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think Oklahoma may make the jump to number 1.
You think so? I would think.
But Clemson also, they didn't score as many points as Oklahoma, but they did shut down the team they were playing. They only held them to 7 points. against South Carolina. South Carolina was ranked too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think Clemson. Because they're already ahead of them, they're gonna get up to the number 1 spot. Then Oklahoma's got to be number 2. I mean, they put a clowning on the what's the name yesterday? They put like 60 points up yesterday. So they were putting in work.
Mino said we got a caller.
Uh-oh, we got a caller already. What's up?
Hello.
Yo.
Good morning.
What's up?
Good morning.
Hey.
It's Ronnie.
Hey, about time
Good
you
morning.
called.
I recognize that sexy voice.
Mr. Get off my lawn,
Get off my lawn. Overrated.
What's up, Mr. Rodas? Are you here to boast, sir?
Oh, I'm here to boast. I called it. I've been calling it for like 3 or 4 weeks, man.
Ronnie woke up and just said,
You've been saying Auburn's been good, right? Don't sleep on Auburn, right?
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if you saw 2 teams from the SEC in the mix.
Okay, so who Georgia and Auburn?
No, it won't be Georgia because Auburn has to play Georgia next week. Auburn beats Georgia.
Okay, so
and then that'll allow Alabama to move up because Wisconsin will lose to Ohio State and knocking out all the Big Ten.
let me write this down.
Damn, Ronnie. Oh, wow. So,
Ronnie said he don't need the playoff committee. He already knows.
He's already got it on lock, bro.
wow.
I'm telling you. OU wins out. Clemson wins out.
So OU beats TCU and Clemson beats whoever they're playing, right?
So
Right.
who do you got at the end, Ronnie?
Winning the whole thing?
Yeah.
So then we got 4,
sadly,
right? According to Ronnie's.
I don't think Auburn can beat Bama twice.
What?
Uh-oh.
Okay. So then?
Yeah. So that's it.
Bama wins?
You guys wanted me to call with my picks. I'm telling you my picks.
I want to know who you picked to win the
so
whole
you're
thing.
picking so who are you picking to win the whole thing? I'm sorry?
I think Bama still wins the whole thing. I think they still get in.
Wow.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they still got like the 4th spot, bro.
I know Nick Saban's doing his politicking right
They're
now.
going to get. I'm telling you, Wisconsin drops that game against Ohio State.
Think so? Okay. Wisconsin's look pretty
And
good,
then
man.
that because Miami
It's gonna be
lost, so
tough.
they're going to be out of it. Clemson, OU went out, and then the next one behind them is Georgia, and Auburn picks Georgia next week.
Bro, but you got to love that it goes down to the championship weekend, right?
Yeah, I think it's great though because
Right,
what
it's
ends up
great for
happening is
college
when you
football.
get 2 teams from the ACC, you're going to leave out the Big Ten, and you got a 2-loss team in the mix. They're going to you have to consider expanding
Right.
to 8 teams.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Don't
We
sleep on
agree with
Oklahoma
you on
too,
that.
bro. Oklahoma looks pretty good.
On offense.
Offense,
Defense.
yeah,
is horrible.
offensively. Yeah, Oklahoma's in the mix, definitely, big time.
Before we let you
Right.
go,
I think
Ronnie.
they're going to handle TCU again, you think? In Arlington?
I think they'll handle TCU just fine.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
there's
don't
any
think
question. I love
TCU
TCU,
is
but
as
I
good
don't.
as people think they are.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Before we let you go, bro, we wanted you to get it off your chest. Go ahead, let us have it about Garrett. We want to hear your take. I know you.
Join the movement, man.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Fire.
Steve.
We need you in here, bro.
Yeah,
We
go-
talk about those
go-
Garland State
yeah,
championships,
go
bro.
ahead
While
and
we're
give
talking
us-
to high school
yeah.
football, we need you in here one day.
All right.
What was the hashtag you started? Fire Garrett.
Fire Jason Garrett.
Fire Jason.
Garrett.
We
So
back
if you
up,
agree,
bro.
if you agree, hashtag fire Jason Garrett.
Join the
Yes.
movement Ronnie
Yeah.
Roda started. Fire
Alrighty,
Jason
bro.
Garrett.
Appreciate
bro.
you
We'll
calling
see how
in.
far we
Appreciate
can
you
get you.
watching, chatting, everything, bro. And we for real need
Yeah,
you
we
in
get you
one
in here
day.
one day. Talk about the glory days, man.
The 4 touchdowns, poke high.
Poke high. Poke high.
Already, bro.
Hey, let them know though. State champs 99, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Garland had a football team.
When they
Damn
yeah. Tennis is doing good
They'll
all
come
right
back.
now.
All
They'll
right.
come back.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
Thanks for calling in, man.
good
Thanks,
Sunday,
man,
bro.
for real.
It's good to hear your voice again.
Yeah. He also said Saxy beat Rockwell in overtime in the
overtime.
chat. What's up, Adam? He said he strongly agrees that he's
Yeah,
tired
bro.
of Bama.
Adam,
so
we're
I
all
think we're all
tired
tired
of
of
Bama,
Bama big
man.
time. I mean, people that don't even watch football are tired of
who,
Bama.
like, man, get
Yeah,
out of my
tired of
face.
hearing about
Bama
them,
ain't even
man.
got no good quarterback, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time. Yeah, he got exposed yesterday. Big
Dirty.
time. Yeah, big time. He wasn't able to throw on the run yesterday, so they're
Man,
gonna have
that's
some
gonna be a big
difficulties.
shakeup. I'm
They're
excited
on the
for
outside
Tuesday,
looking in
bro.
for now. Yeah.
I'm excited for Tuesday. I definitely don't want. I think Alabama should get out of the top 4 now.
I mean, they
Yeah,
didn't make their
but-
conference championship.
Yeah,
so.
man. So, but you never know, man. There's a lot of money involved. That's a big power school, and there's a lot of politics that go into this. And I don't think they ever will find a legit answer for the way it was before compared to now. It's always going to be some issue. And it's always going to be who they want, what ratings they're going to want for what bowl games, and that kind of money plays into everything. So,
yeah, but I can't wait though for the next weekend though.
Definitely, man. It's going to be great.
All the bowl season, man.
Right? Ooh, man.
Next weekend there's gonna be a lot of implications.
Yeah.
Or next, when they have the championships.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in to the Sports Cave at Fiesta Bowl at Fiesta Bowl. Wall ball championship back there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get that wall ball thing going too.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask Ronnie. Ronnie was he took us up on that challenge. He really wants to do that wall ball tournament, so we might just have to go do that, man.
Fred might have the insight on where to go as far as buildings go and stuff like that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a building.
I know in New York handball's real big. I got a buddy that works with. He's from.
I've seen him play on the courts at Coney Island. Like this is legit.
He legit plays like handball. And I was thinking, man, that'd be a good spot. But they do tournaments like every weekend.
No, I'm trying to play anybody serious, right? Like, I ain't trying to get hurt.
I'm saying they would probably kick us off. They would kick us off from playing wall ball.
I want to play with like average wall ballers, like us.
I'm trying to use their courts, but I don't think they let us on there.
What's up, Fred?
I was going to say, if you do it anywhere near Carrollton, make sure you have some type of permit.
There you go.
Fred's learned his lesson. It's not easy, right? Getting permits around here in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant to ask you a little bit more about that, but yeah, it's tough, right? Man. So
it's one of those where you want to make sure you have all the proper documentation that says, I have permission to film here, get off my back.
Okay.
Even if it's just email communication, just make sure you can print that off and just make sure you keep that handy with you if you're trying to film somewhere or you're saying that, this is a place I need to be.
Okay, so basically we would just say, hey, we want to have a wall ball competition at such and such, and we may be recording
there you go.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We may have 20 fat dudes in sports cave gear. We're not a gang.
Can we have
We're just wall ballers.
We're just wall ballers.
Basically.
Exactly.
We're bringing wall ball back, man.
Cool. That's what we're going to do. You're invited, Fred, for sure, man. Bring your crew, man.
I
don't know. Wait, I don't know. Your crew looks pretty tough, man. I didn't know you roll with dudes like that.
Right.
I do.
Don't bring those big dudes.
That's how I roll.
We might have to limit the competition inside.
Right? Yeah.
We'll fix the games, man.
Yeah.
We'll fix the games. We get to make the schedule.
We're gonna give him a deflated ball.
Right. Bring the film crew, not the cast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We want the guys setting up the boom mics.
We want some of them.
Before
the electricians.
Get
all
those guys in.
dudes,
We want them. We'll probably still get wood, man.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Before we do move on, though, we just want to make sure that we remind you that we thank you for watching and listening to Sports Cave, and it's only on #Champs. We want to remind you that you can see any of our previous episodes by visiting DaSportzCave.live. So just make sure you guys tune in. All our episodes, now we're up to 19, are all available. You can download them on Google Play, iTunes, and take them with you on the road, man. So you don't ever have to have a moment without us. But
right.
That's right. What's up, Chili Willie?
Chili Willie's in the house
He's
today.
on the chat line. What's up, bro?
By the way, college football was very good to me yesterday.
Oh yeah, Manny had a good day.
Manny brought us breakfast. Woo. Let's get some more picks.
I went 5 for 5 on my picks yesterday.
There you go, man. That's the way to roll right there.
Yes, sir.
You had some random picks too, bro.
Yeah, I bet it on Georgia. They covered the spread. I bet it on Wisconsin. They covered the spread. Northwestern. And
Northwestern. That's a deep cut. If y'all
haven't watched Northwestern this season, they're legit, man. They're legit. They're shut down. Like, that's 2 weeks in a row where they score over 30 points and shut the other team down. Last week they beat Minnesota 39-0. Then they had I think it was Illinois this week, and they whooped them like 35-7. So
Northwestern sleeper team.
Yeah.
Shout out to Northwestern and Midwest.
Shout out to Jake Skater Jake from Shredder's Skate Shop. He says Fred to put a shirt on the Facebook, and I said sun's out, guns out.
There
right?
you go.
Right.
He said, "Welcome to the gun show."
Right. Got to show the guns. Sunday morning. So what's up, Jake?
They said you don't need no permits for these guns.
PJ, what's up?
Oh yeah, Shredders, man. Thanks for those stickers,
we got the stickers out here. I meant to say what's up to them last time.
I got my Bebop holding one in my office,
T-shirts
man.
in the last episode. They got some dope stuff. We need to get some stickers from them, different gear, stuff like that. So yeah, for sure.
Hey, support the local businesses,
That's
y'all.
what we're all
man. About. I get it that we are in a rush, but people work hard for what they got, and I know Black Friday was on Friday, and then we had Small Business Saturday. Y'all support local businesses and locals. Hey man,
shop small, baby.
Shop small, man. That's where you get. I would take customer service and a little bit of weight, maybe a little more for quality service, than just go in there and just walk in there and no attention, no help. So
people
support,
care about what they're doing.
People care what they do,
got
man.
their heart and soul and putting everything on the line like this guy does for his movie. Yeah, definitely.
You'd be surprised what you find in local shops, man, and in like small businesses and downtowns and anywhere. To support local businesses, y'all. Like y'all got. That's how we're gonna take away the corporations, man. Anyway, before we get too deep into the feelings,
that's all good, dude.
Yeah. So it was we covered the Thursday games. We recapped them on Friday a little bit, but we got a bunch of good games today too. So you know.
Matchups.
Yeah,
we got some good matchups. We'll talk about fantasy implications. I know we kind of veered away from that last week, being that there's only 3 games going. But one of the first ones we got up is a NFC South, Tampa versus Atlanta, and it's at Atlanta at noon. It's a noon game.
Yeah, we both have Mike Evans in our league, so that's somebody we're gonna be watching out for. With Ryan Fitzpatrick being at the quarterback, though, it's kind of tough.
And Atlanta's been looking good these last couple of weeks. They've kind of got their identity back these last couple of weeks.
They're that team that we expected them to be.
The Seahawks
they had a tough game against the Seahawks, man.
But they pulled it out, though.
If y'all didn't know, I almost lost my bet on the last minute of the game. I was
tight there.
I was a little woo. I mean, when he kicked that field goal and it was going straight down the middle, it's just short.
It was short.
It was just short,
it was
man.
close, dude.
That was close.
I'm sure you weren't the only one that had money on.
There was a lot of money that was lost on that game.
Big time. Tevin Coleman filled in nicely for Devontae Freeman.
He did a decent job.
He did okay. You know, he got a touchdown.
They had the other running back. He was running pretty good.
He didn't do as much as I thought he would do.
But the chances he got, he looked good though.
Yeah,
he was legit too. He just didn't get as many chances as Coleman.
Right.
But I mean, Seattle did look good on the run defense too, though. I mean, they gave up a few plays here and there, but overall, their run defense is still pretty legit.
Yeah, Matt Ryan carved them up.
It's just their passing game.
I think they're going to be too much for Tampa Bay to handle today.
Yeah, Tampa Bay. Now Fitzpatrick did put up 275, but that was against the Dolphins, so it's a little bit of a. I think it's a better defense.
The Dolphins who lost their quarterback too at that time. Yeah, they had lost Cutler.
Man. Doug Martin's not doing much.
He had that one game when he came back, and then he ain't heard nothing.
He rushed. He had 19 carries for 38 yards, averaging 2 yards a carry.
For a team that came in with high expectations, Tampa Bay hasn't.
Maybe it was the Hard Knocks that got us all hyped up, man.
You know what? I think that's what it was.
It happens every year.
Well, I mean, they did make a lot of.
That crap.
They did make a lot of free agent acquisitions. They had brought in Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
They brought in some defensive pieces.
They did. I mean, they look like they were on the uptick because last year they finished pretty strong too. You know, they have talent, young talent. So
I don't know.
It's gonna be tough. But
and by the way, they did open up. NFL did open up an investigation on Jameis on that.
Yeah,
on that whole
allegations.
I'm kind of interested to see how they're gonna take this now that
the whole Zeke
thing.
Yeah, we got our Zeke goggles on.
Yeah,
for sure.
now you're gonna see how now that has another he has back-to-back investigations that I'm sure are gonna cause controversy and things like that. But this one, there's actual proof that he did something. So
with Jameis?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like that, I think they filmed it or recorded something. There's testimony from someone that
I didn't even know that part.
Wow.
I think. Well, I don't know. I could be wrong, but
don't be slandering if you don't know. Man.
But that's what I've been hearing.
That's what I'm hearing from the defender.
Yeah, the defender.
Manny is the public defender.
From what
if you didn't know, Fred,
the reports say that there's some proof. So we'll see. I don't know if it's out yet, but
if the glove doesn't fit,
you must quit. But we'll see. We'll see. I know the line's gonna be. I know the eyes are gonna be on him, watching to see how he handles this.
But
one.
if he's guilty, F him.
I mean,
I don't stand for that.
He's had a lot of other stuff going on too. So
yeah,
he's not looking good for a quarterback. You know,
for somebody that is supposed to be the leader and the face of the franchise, he needs to step his shit up.
Yeah,
man.
he really does. He really does.
But then again, you knew he had these kind of problems coming out of Florida State.
Yeah,
you know, he was caught stealing crab legs. He was got in trouble for doing profanity in the study hall or whatever when he jumped on the table and was cursing and all that.
Yeah,
so
he hasn't made the best decision so far. Yeah, so we'll see.
We'll see. I got Atlanta winning this one.
I got Atlanta. I don't know if they cover the spread.
What's the spread?
Spread's like 10.5 points.
Okay.
But I think they do have a chance of covering it. It's just I'm not too certain.
I mean, I start my Falcons with confidence though. Like Ryan, I'd start Coleman.
Offensive wise, I'd start Atlanta players.
Right, and then as far as Tampa Bay Bucks, you were even questioning to start Mike Evans or not.
Mike Evans or not? I kind of had to though.
I mean, you may not have another choice. If you drafted him as your number one.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah,
Fitzgerald,
I have him as my first pick,
Funches,
so he's just gonna be there. So
I think I did put in Fitz.
You never know.
So
hopefully he'll have one of his
Funch's got
games.
a 4-star play this week.
He's had a slow year.
I got Funches in. I put him in. So I'll see. We'll have some time before the shows up to.
You know what might help Funches too this week is Greg Olson's back. So.
Yeah, so he might get some.
Might help him. Might hurt him too, though.
Yeah.
Because Olson's
this is life right
Cameron's
here.
boo.
Cameron's boo. That's true.
These implications.
He said, "Wait till I get my dude back." He's back now, so
we'll see. We'll see.
I'm starting him, so he better be back. Olsen, that is. Yes.
Right. I got Atlanta.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. Fred, you have any takes on this game?
Atlanta
all the way, bro.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Next noon game we have Cincy hosting Cleveland.
Oh man, wake me up.
That's gonna be a snooze fest. I don't know, man.
The last time these two teams played, Andy Dalton went off on them. So I'm rolling with Dalton in one league over Goff just because he lit him up. So I'm thinking he's gonna have a big game. AJ Green should have a big game.
Yeah, Dalton threw 154 yards against the Broncos. So I mean that's 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah, so
nice.
I mean that's so he's got some stuff. I think they need to give Mixon the ball more though, man. Like
been up and down.
They've been having to give Mixon the ball more than they haven't.
Yeah,
Marvin Lewis, I'm telling you, man.
Manny's ready to fire him.
Yeah, he's been ready to fire him.
Should have been
since
fired.
before the season started.
And then they're playing the Browns.
And the Browns, the Browns are the Browns. Corey Coleman stepped up big time for his first game.
So the Browns don't get their first win this week?
I don't think so,
I don't think so, man. They held their own a little bit for a little while against Jacksonville. They didn't get tore up like I thought they were gonna get, but it's still the Browns, man. Sean Kaiser threw for almost 200 yards, so against a good defense, that's decent. But I mean, I don't know if they have enough.
I'm saying the Bengals, but I get a feeling that the Browns might surprise somebody today.
No, man.
You never know, bro.
What do you think, Fred?
I don't know what to think at this moment.
I'm going Bengals.
Just go Cincy. The Browns suck,
the
bro.
Browns
That's
suck,
all you
bro.
need to know.
I definitely know I'm going to be falling asleep during that game.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not tuning into it.
Yeah.
Red Zone won't be covered.
Red Zone's not going to put nothing
But if I had to
there.
pick between the two, I'd
fans.
say Cincinnati.
All right, cool. Only fantasy fans and those two cities were probably watching that game.
And they not even because they're probably blacked out. You got to go to the game.
Right on.
Yeah. So we'll move on from that one.
Not much more to say on that one.
Tennessee at Indy. This might be a good game. Indy's coming off a bye, so they got rested up. And Brissett has been doing all right. I mean, he's
been holding his.
He's been holding his. I know Chris drafted him last minute because he didn't have a quarterback, and he kind of was really doubting himself, and then he went off.
He runs
last
too, though.
Lost a couple games, but Tennessee's looking like they're making some noise too. Mariota put up.
Said they got whooped last week.
Yeah, he put up 306.
Wrong noise you talking about.
He put up 306 against the Steelers, but most of that was in garbage time.
And how many interceptions was it?
Yeah,
4.
Yeah, it was bad.
One touchdown to 4 interception ratio is not going to win you no
They
game.
haven't been the team that everybody
they
thought was going to be, right? They haven't lived up to their expectations at all.
But I am going to start him.
But I'd still go with them over the
I'm
Indy,
going over
right?
Indy.
With all that said.
Yeah.
I mean, can y'all take Indy over Tennessee?
No.
No.
Not confidently?
I'm not confident.
Even on
Tennessee has the better running game. If they run the ball like they should be able to. I mean, they have a great offensive line. I don't know what their problem has been this season. I really thought they were going to do a lot better than what they have been. So I know Mariota's been hurt off and on, but
he's been turning the ball
last
over
couple
too,
weeks he hasn't been hurt no more. That's not unless he's not 100% and he's still out there.
Yeah, I don't think he's 100%.
So
I think he's still hurt because he's still looking bad. He's still throwing interceptions. He's not running like he used to. Also, so yeah.
Well, it was either him or Dak, and Dak only put up like 6 points, and that was
Dak's been struggling. So I would roll with Mariota if you had that.
I got Tennessee in this game.
Yeah, I think they'll do well. Indy's defense is not all that. Rashard Matthews has still been producing. Delaney Walker's been getting up and up. I have him on my team, so I'm happy about that. He's been producing, so I think Tennessee's going to take this game.
Yeah.
I had a question about starting Jack Doyle, and on this particular game, and I said because he scored 17 points in PPR league last time against him, so I think he'd probably be the only one from Indy that I would start confidently. Maybe Brissett, like Manny was saying.
Brissett.
And as far as Tennessee goes, I would start Mariota. I would start Walker. DeMarco Murray, I guess you have to start him.
Yeah, he's
if you have a better option.
Henry was doing
maybe in a flex.
More, yeah, depending on who you have, who else you have.
They've both been getting about the
because
same amount of carries.
He'll have those games where he won't do anything, and he'll have those games where he just goes off.
Henry's doing more with limited touches, so it's interesting. So we'll see on that one. But we're all in agreement that Tennessee's going to take that one already.
Next one's Buffalo at Kansas. Both these teams kind of have been struggling the last couple of weeks.
Kansas City, man, they started off strong and just has fallen out.
Kareem Hunt, where is he at? Will, where's Kareem Hunt?
The dream is over.
And I was trying to give Mike Sean some hope that his Giants might put up a fight, and they actually did come up and beat the Chiefs. So
sorry about that, Mike.
Chiefs lost to the Giants in overtime. That's terrible.
Sorry
tough,
about that
man.
pick.
Yeah, so much, Jerry.
Nobody saw that one coming.
Yeah, but
no one saw that one coming.
Then this game is tougher to call, but I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Yeah, Buffalo has an identity crisis right now. They don't know what they're doing.
They had Peterman start the last game. He throws 5 touchdowns before the half, and then they put in Tyrod. 5 interceptions. Excuse me, not touchdowns. Sorry. And
then put in Tyrod.
And he throws an interception too. So
and then now they named him the starter again. So. That's never good when you're going back and forth like that.
Yeah, man, they can't get in rhythm that way.
You got to be. You start to show that you don't know what's going on as a coach. That you can't figure it out. You're just trying new things, and when you start to get to that point, it's
a middle of season is not time to be testing stuff like that.
I think Kansas City pulls this one off. I don't know if they'll cover the spread though. It's a high spread.
I'm going Kansas. They're at home, so that gives them a big advantage, and their defense is slightly better than Buffalo's, but. Both of these teams, they've both been exposed. So
Will said Kareem Hunt has been brought down to earth, and I think for sure.
Jerry, we ain't heard nothing from you in a few weeks. What's up, man? Where you at?
Boy, Jerry,
the Cowboys put a whooping on y'all. Y'all ain't been the same since. I mean, we suck too, but
we do.
We beat y'all.
Right on.
We beat y'all.
I'll take that as the highlight of the season so far.
Just real quick, while we're talking about the chats, Ronnie's saying Saints over the Rams in his game of the week, and the Jets over the overrated Panthers. But he's also saying that the Panthers have been adjusting nicely since trading Kelvin Benjamin, and I agree.
What you're saying,
I was thinking, what the hell are they doing? But they have been doing pretty good with their guys, and then with Olsen back, that's definitely going to make a big difference in their game. And we'll talk about that one in a little bit. Yeah. So.
Before we get to that one, we do have Miami at New England coming up. I don't even know why you would.
This one's gonna get ugly. Early.
Yeah, I think New England's back to the form they've been at before in previous years, and I think that Miami.
I haven't looked at the spread. New England's like minus 17.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
That'll tell you what kind of game it's gonna be.
Yeah, is Cutler playing in that game? Do y'all know?
I don't know. Matt Moore.
Might be Matt Moore. I think it is a Matt Moore game.
Well, I don't think it really matters who's in the game. They're playing New England, and New England's
gonna be scoring on them.
I'm gonna put it like this: there's gonna be a lot of fantasy points on both sides. New England because they're gonna clown, and Miami because they're gonna get a lot of garbage.
Yeah. Kenny Stills had a nice game for Miami last week.
He's been kind of consistent this year.
Yeah, he had 180 yards, man.
With Matt Moore. Yeah. When Cutler's in the game, it's Devontae Parker. So it's something you have to watch out for.
I think it's because of the way that they practice, too. They get to practice with each other. They build that chemistry and that time. And
Kenny Stills went 7 receptions for 180.
Yeah, I tried to get him on the waivers, but he was gone.
Sorry, man.
Was that you? Yeah. So you've been taking notice?
Yeah, he's been stepping it back up. I forget, like maybe 2 games ago is when I picked him up. So.
Nice. Right. Yeah.
Maybe I should have started him.
Okay, so Jay Cutler is out for this game. So Matt Moore is going to start. So how you liking that? You going to start Kenny Stills?
No, I don't
flex?
think
No. So you have him. You just keeping him on the bench.
I'm just at this point. I'm just gonna ruin everybody's draft picks. You know? I'm playing spoiler, man. I'm gonna stop picking people.
Just want to ruin the Christmas.
Ruin everybody. The Grinch,
man.
Salty Dog's back.
I
don't know though.
Haterade on.
But always.
Like Manny said though, that's the good point about that is that I think New England will go up by a lot, and then they have to throw, and that's bread and butter garbage points, man. So we'll see, but I think New England's gonna run away with this one.
I think so too. I think we're all in agreement. Fred, what do you think, bro?
New England,
all the way. Easy, right?
Easy, bro. Shout out to Mike Patricia, my twin brother out there, making changes.
Juice's twin of their defensive coordinator. Yeah. We need to make that happen in New England one day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there like those little. They said like the little kid that was wearing that McAdoo jersey.
Yes, you need to do that.
I'm gonna go up there watch New England
game. Some good seats. They're probably pretty pricey though.
Get a backwards hat and a pencil and a headset.
Some clam chowder.
Yeah, and then go out there and be like, hey man, I'm late for the game.
You can do it. Si se puede.
Si se puede. And then moving on to the game that Ronnie was talking about, Carolina at the Jets. Both teams are coming off a bye. So the both teams are fresh.
McCown's getting exposed too lately. He's not that dude. He's starting to show why he's been a career backup.
I don't like that pick on you, Ronnie. I think Carolina's gonna get this one, man.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah, it's slowing down a little bit.
I think I don't. Both coming off a bye. Cam's gonna get some rest. I think I'm gonna go against Ronnie's overratedness and say that Cam has a good game this week.
I agree.
I think so. I think the Jets started off with surprising everybody in the beginning of the season, playing some good defense, winning games. But I think Carolina's a little too much for them. They, like he said, they have been making great adjustments, and I just don't think that. I don't think the Jets can hold Carolina. Not at all.
So either.
Not today.
They had a good little streak going, but lately they've been the Jets.
Yeah, they go back to not putting up points.
Back to earth. Yeah. Greg Olsen's back, bro.
Yeah, so that's a whole different dynamic.
That's a big difference. And if for y'all that don't know, that's Cam Newton's boo.
It's
right
like
there.
Christmas for
Cam. Yeah, and that's
Basically.
his safety net too, man. Because they're so well in tune together.
Big target. Yeah.
Like Greg Olsen's like a receiver out there, not even a tight end, man.
Yeah.
So
he's a legit wide receiver threat.
I'm all Carolina on this one. Their defense
is
going to get to McCown. They're going to get some turnovers.
Luke Kuechly is going to put some work in.
I would start Funches and Cam.
I started Funches.
Funches, I definitely agree, is a 4-star player today.
For sure. And on the New York side, y'all starting anybody?
I don't have
Forte's out.
So
if you have Forte,
Bilal Powell had a good matchup last time or the week before and didn't do crap with it.
Curse,
so he's on the bench. I wouldn't start him. Maybe Curse.
I haven't, but I don't need him.
You don't. Yeah.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins.
You don't want to start anybody.
I am starting him because he does get a lot of
There's not too many tight ends out there right now.
That's true.
And he's
true. You might have to start him.
And he's a good. He's a good red zone threat. So
he slowed down though.
He did slow down.
Back down.
Yeah, like I said, as a team they were doing good, and he was doing good with them.
Yeah.
And when the team starts doing bad, sometimes the players do bad too. So
yeah, they were one of the hottest teams.
I had to pick up Seferian-Jenkins because Cameron Brate wasn't he's losing touches to O.J. Howard. So that's a better play for me.
Yeah, I've been having Evan Ingram, and he was doing great, and then like last week or on Thanksgiving he didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I went and picked up Greg Olsen now that he's back.
See, that's a good pickup, man. Planning for the future, man.
Off the IR.
I'm going Carolina with this one.
Me too, big time. Fred?
Carolina.
There we go. Fred's awesome, man.
You're just right with us, man.
I like your style, bro. I like your style.
Well, it's one of those where I'm like, the Jets don't have a chance.
Right on.
They thought that we are.
Carolina was already at one of the games I was researching for my bets. I'm just putting up a little bet because I don't want to lose my paycheck I earned this week.
This guy.
He wants to stay up, man.
But it'd be nice to hit a little something.
So you're not putting it all on the line, you're saying?
No, definitely not.
Not on this one.
Maybe just a little $50. Just to keep it exciting.
Just to keep today interesting. Huh?
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
But I'm running. I'm running with my money.
I got you. Show me the money.
Yes.
Next up, we still have noon games. Chicago at Philadelphia.
Oh man, is there even reason to talk about this one? Philly all day, right?
Only thing you talk about, do they cover the 2 touchdown spread?
Yes,
I think so.
Did you see what they did to the Cowboys?
You see who's been doing that to everybody?
Whatever are you talking
about?
Of
the league,
have you seen what
they've lost one game to the Kansas City Chiefs when they were hot.
And that was even a close game too.
Yeah,
so.
Philly is looking like a legit Super Bowl contender.
Bro, I don't know, man. I know that they're doing good, and I hate to say it, but man, they can probably make it. I don't know who can take them out.
Who in the NFC? Atlanta? No, there's nobody, dude. Seattle, maybe.
They'd have to have a fluke game or something.
Minnesota?
Minnesota, maybe.
That'd be a good
Minnesota's
matchup.
looking hot, man.
That might be the one team.
That's because
they're gonna
of
have
defense.
to slow Carson Wentz down. Yeah, they both got good defenses.
They got a slow car. But I mean, Philadelphia's beatable, but it's gonna take everything to go right.
You have to have a perfect game, bro. You have to have a perfect game. Carson, and the thing about them is, even if they're up, they still throw the ball, dude. Carson is just balling, man. Like they'll throw it regardless. Like that, they'll get their first downs and they'll pass a couple yards, and then but now that with Jai. Man, I think he needed to change.
That was a good move.
That was a good move. Like
they're going all in for this championship. They're trying to get that one ring.
Yeah, I mean they got 3 good running backs, Blount, and then Clement also. You can start any of those in fantasy, guys.
Clement.
Yeah, you never know.
He's taking all your stuff.
It's a crapshoot, but I mean at the same time they're producing. Their offense is so high, and they lost their kicker, and they still kicked our butt.
Yeah. Zach Ertz.
They're gonna have a kicker situation. Their kicker's
Zach
out.
Ertz has had kind of a quiet game last game, but he's still.
It's still Zach Ertz.
Yeah, but they didn't even need him last game.
Yeah, that's what it was. Basically, they didn't need to throw it to him. But I'm going Philly on this one. I think they covered.
Chicago don't have no kind of offense to keep up with Philly. They got a good defense. They might slow Philly down a little bit,
but not enough.
They can't keep up with them.
Yeah,
offensive wise, they can't.
Definitely start Carson Wentz.
Say it ain't so. I wish it wasn't so, bro, but it is so.
I hate Philly too, bro, but
they're gonna need something to happen.
We got a sports show to do. And we got
shout out to
yeah, Jordan Howard. I have him on my team. I'm sitting him. He had a good game last week, but Philly's defense is tough.
Their front, their front is good, dude.
Trubisky's gonna have a long day today against that Philly defense.
Shout out to Miller, Chicago's tight end. He's finally out of the hospital with that leg injury, man.
That's good
to hear that
he's
at least out of the hospital now.
As far as their weapons go, there's nobody else.
Yeah, Chicago
side.
I mean, they have the running backs, but I don't see them having a big game against that front line of Philly.
Philly's front line.
Ronnie's saying the Rams and Saints could possibly beat them, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. The Saints,
Rams are definitely beatable.
Yeah.
The Saints at home, maybe they have a chance.
Saints might be the toughest team.
Right. They lost their best defensive lineman too. The Saints did.
So. Yeah, Saints have a lot of injuries right now, and their corners too. So.
But their run game. We'll get to.
Right, we'll be there in just a second.
Let's question marks.
Philly.
Keep your panties on, Ronnie.
Philly.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Philly today.
Ronnie's like, wait, what kind of coffee you drink, Ronnie? You awake today, bro?
He's woke.
Right.
Stay woke. Yeah, you go.
He had his bread today.
Right on.
Moving on along, we got Seattle at San Fran.
Seattle.
Oh, big time.
San Fran's coming out of a bye week, but
who cares?
It doesn't matter, man.
They got their first win.
They got their one and
back
only.
To losing.
They
got that first win off their chest.
Right.
They're good. They're just like, we're good now. We just didn't want to go 0-16.
We just didn't want to go and be them 0-16 Lions.
The Lions.
Let them have that.
Right. So they may be losing that number 1 draft pick to the Browns now.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't want to win today.
Right.
They're not gonna.
For what?
I wouldn't really start anybody on Seattle's team. Maybe Hyde if you have him.
On San Francisco team, you mean?
Yeah, San Francisco
that's
team.
even a hard one to start.
On Seattle's team, of course, you start Russell Wilson.
I got Russell Wilson playing.
Russell's threw for 258, scored 2 touchdowns, and rushed for.
I was kind of contemplating because I got Cam Newton too, and I don't know who will have the better game.
McKissick is someone that I would definitely start against San Francisco's run defense. So yeah, he's somebody to look out for. Graham's been hot.
Yeah, I picked up J.D. McKissick on the waiver wire. He's in my flex.
Awesome.
So he has a high projection, so I'm hoping that comes through.
Yeah,
I need all the help I can get.
No, I hear you. I mean, Marquise Grissom, he might be somebody you're tempted to start with if you're hurting at flex. But in this game, pretty much all Seahawks.
All the Seahawks you got.
I mean, the running back situation's been tough, but McKissick's been good.
Against San Fran,
he's standing out compared to the other guys, compared to Rawls and Lacey. People that they have available.
Will just updated us. Matt Forte is active.
Oh, he is active. Wow.
Yeah. So Forte's playing?
Forte is active.
So yeah,
he's active.
If you weren't already going to sit him anyways.
He's active, but
thanks so much. Thanks for that trade, Ugo.
You're welcome. I put my guy on the IR.
So I got Russell Wilson starting, but I don't know, man. I'm still kind of contemplating whether I should switch him out for Cam Newton, man.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think you can win either way. That one, I think the matchup's more friendly for Wilson, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they get it too far ahead, they're just gonna hand the ball off.
Yeah, but the run game is crappy, dude. I would go Wilson.
Yeah, I'm going Wilson just because he also likes to run the ball. But I mean, Cam does too. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I'll go
Wilson has to do it more often than Cam Newton does.
Yeah.
So
me personally, I'd see San Fran's not going to score on Seattle, so it'll get out of hand. I think the Jets might have a chance to score some points where it makes Cam play harder, longer. You know, that's what she said. But I don't know. That's a tough matchup, man. It's good problems to have.
Fred, any thoughts on this game?
Let's keep running this. I want to make sure I have enough time to make that pick.
There is no way San Francisco will win this game.
Okay.
I don't see it either. This is one of my plays of the week for NFL. If you like to bet, I'm going to write Seattle Seahawks.
Thanks, Will, for that update. Appreciate it.
They're minus 6.5. They will cover the
Ronnie
spread,
said he's got his pennies
6.5?
The dirty ones.
Seattle will cover today. I'm telling y'all.
I got you.
They should.
I got you. So Denver and at Oakland next.
Denver at Oakland.
Ooh.
Man.
That's a tough one, man.
At the beginning of the season, these were two teams people were putting in the Super Bowl.
This would have been the
and that's how far the season has come along, that these teams are not even in the playoff talk so far.
The Broncos lost to the Bengals last week.
Their defense is looking
And the
beatable
Patriots
too.
mollywop.
Well, I mean, when
Oakland.
they can't get off the field because their offense ain't doing nothing, the defense, any defense will get tired out. You know what I mean?
Big time.
They play a lot of snaps when your offense can't score.
Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, Denver's whole offense is hard to predict. You don't know what Osweiler's going to do. Which running back are they going to use? Are they going to use Booker? Are they going to use Anderson?
Anderson hasn't been hot at all.
Yeah, so Booker's been getting more carries.
Running back that started really good.
Right.
And lately, Booker's really been biting into his snaps. So
he's doing more with less, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Demaryius Thomas, and then you got Emmanuel Sanders. They're taking turns for big games.
Yeah.
So one will have a big game, and then the other won't.
Sucks
and it's
for
tough.
fantasy.
It's tough for fantasy.
The same thing
football
on the
players.
other side of the ball. It's like Oakland, they can. They have the talent to put up 30, 40 points. And then they go and play New England last week and 8 points. Like, you really just got spanked that bad. I don't know if it was because they were in Mexico or what it was.
Did they drink the water?
Maybe.
It might have been New England.
They tell you,
like
don't
bro.
drink the water.
Yeah.
Maybe they drink the water.
Right.
Just curious. I don't know. We'll have to look into
What?
that.
I don't know, man. They look horrible last week.
They look
man.
bad, dude.
We told them not to go to the donkey show.
They've been bad. They may have been cursed by the donkey show.
Yeah,
Right? You
Montezuma's
never
revenge,
know.
man.
But yeah, Carr has been inconsistent.
You know
all
what
year.
though? With all that said, I still think Oakland wins this one.
You think so,
Yeah.
man? I think so too.
Shout out to Fredo. He's going to lose his bet today.
Yeah.
He's going to go with the Broncos. I took the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think
Crabtree, maybe. Start
I
I got
Cooper.
Cooper
Are you gonna
starting.
start Cooper?
I got
Yeah.
Cooper starting.
Yeah.
the no-fly zone's not as threatening as it used to be,
Right.
and that's because they're tired, man.
You're starting your Oakland weapons.
Yeah.
Lynch.
I think Oakland has a good game today. Honestly,
so.
I think they took that whooping last week, and they're gonna come back and
yeah,
feed off
they
of it
were
because that was
embarrassed.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
bro.
think this. Yeah, definitely. They need
Start
to use
Oakland.
Lynch some more. So
Hey, shout out to
I think it's gonna
Lynch.
be a Lynch game.
Hanging
too.
out with
He's
the
gonna try to
essays.
get some. Lynch is crazy. If you
Man,
haven't
if
checked
y'all
out
ain't
his
seen
show,
his show,
yeah,
man,
for
his show's
sure.
a trip.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Lynch
He's got a
be
lot of
eating them
different things
burritos.
going on. Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Lynch with the raza.
Eating
Right.
tacos.
He'll give you that clubhouse feel where you used to chill back with your boys in the clubhouse.
There you go, man. Heating tortillas on a heater right there like that. Shouts out to the clubhouse.
So
Yeah.
that moves us to
Oh,
like one of
and
the.
Fred, we didn't get your question.
Oh,
Your take on that one. Denver and Oakland. What do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with Oakland.
Oakland too.
All right.
Even
All right.
though it's hard to call.
It is tough.
Yeah.
All right.
It is a divisional game. Y'all know how I say
Yeah.
division.
That's
And
It's
if
tough. They
we
both
y'all
gotta
don't
share
know,
many.
divisional games they get to see each other twice a year, every year. So they know each other
really
left
well.
and right. They know themselves very well. So it will be a close game, but it could be out of hand too. So, but divisional games for some reason they just play each other really good. They know each other. They play each other a lot. So I think it'll be a good game. Like as far as the score, it won't just be a blowout. But I think the Raiders will get the best of them.
For sure.
Yeah, I think they're healthier too. So
I think so too. I don't like the Broncos at all.
Nah.
right. So we pretty much agree, everybody on that one.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Oakland. Moving on to the game. I think this is going to be the game of the week, maybe.
Yeah, I think so too.
New Orleans at Los Angeles Chargers.
It's tough, man. New Orleans
Los Angeles
defense
Rams,
has
get it
been
right.
legit.
The Rams. What the hell? Two LA teams, chingados.
Chingados.
It's
Stuff-
all good. It's early.
Right. He's
Yeah.
feeling good already.
Yeah, man.
That too.
I got his head congestion, man.
Let tequila will get all the snot out.
Right?
Right on, man.
Get a shot real quick.
You
Clear
know,
out.
lemon, some honey.
Lemon, honey,
Hello.
and tequila. Hello.
Hello.
New Orleans running game has been great, man. They're
They
just
have, dude.
beasting, dude.
Yeah, it's weird to see that though too.
Yeah,
with
it
Drew
is,
Brees back there, he's usually the gunslinger. And you
Right.
see they got a two-headed monster with Kamara and
That's a good.
Ingram.
That's a good committee right there.
There it is, bro. I mean, they're managing time of possession. They're keeping the defense off the field.
They've been quietly making
defense
moves
has been
all
doing
year.
good, but their secondary is banged up. So
Yeah,
it's
so
going to
we'll
be
see.
tough. We'll see what Jared Goff has. He had a rough game last game. So we'll see what he has today. I mean, he had no touchdowns last game, and they're also missing the Rams are missing Robert Woods. So that's their
Oh.
main receiver.
Yeah.
So I mean, there could be an uptick for Sammy Watkins and for Cooper Kupp, which I'm hoping because I have
Yeah.
on my team. So I'm hoping he'll be able to step up. But they're saying that they're going to stay in their own respective roles. So it'll be interesting to see who do you guys think come out on this one. Do you think
I
the
was
Saints?
originally going with the Rams, but I'm starting to feel like the Saints might get this one.
I think
man.
the Saints are going to go.
But
with
they
this
are
one, too.
playing in LA. You know, sometimes the home field advantage can help out too.
Yeah, but that's LA.
The Saints
Rams-
haven't been
Yeah.
that good on the road too.
Yeah.
Like
That's
in
what
the
I'm
last few
saying.
years.
You know, the Saints at home on the turf is a different team than the Saints on grass. So
that's true.
You know, Drew Brees is a different beast on that turf, man. I don't know.
I'm going New Orleans with this one.
This was a tough one for me to call. Like, I really want to ride with the Rams. I bet it with the Rams on a little small bet just between me and Fredo, but
just a bet.
Just a bet, you know. You gotta take his money somehow.
Right. I got you. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
How do y'all feel about Drew Brees today? As far as starting him,
he played in.
He puts up his points.
He had 385 and 2 touchdowns last game.
Bro, Drew Brees is a lock almost every week. Yeah, like, if you have him, what better option are you gonna have?
Yeah,
honestly,
for sure.
You can't count him out.
Kamara, Michael Thomas has been balling. Ted Ginn's been okay here and there.
Kamara's been a hell of a receiver, man.
Yeah, man, he's catching a lot.
And he can run the ball, but I mean, they use him more in the passing game. They use Ingram in the running game, and both of them can do either or. So they really have a really nice running game right now.
Yeah, and on the Rams side, I'm starting Goff, so I'm hoping he does well. I think he should have a comeback game against the banged up secondary for the New Orleans Saints.
Gurley having a good game today?
Yeah, I do too. I do have him. I do see him.
Yeah,
he's been doing pretty good.
The Saints are kind of banged up on injuries. You know, they are on the winning streak right now. You know, streaks to me, they always have to come to an end, especially in the NFL. You know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they're gonna do what they can.
I think just because of my bet, I'm gonna have to go opposite and just go ahead and go with the Rams, man. I don't know.
Hey,
but I do feel like the Saints are gonna win.
Yeah.
Fred, any feelings?
But I'm gonna go with the Rams because I bet it on them.
That's a good reason to go for that.
The game could definitely go either way. I think it'll be a close call during the second half, but I'm going to go with New Orleans.
All right, cool. Yeah, I like that, dude. Yeah, I like that pick.
Yeah, we've been all bet.
That's a tough game. That's the game to watch.
That's the
today.
game. That's
the game to watch today.
Big time.
Even in the pick'em league, like where it shows you the percentage of who's picking who, and it was almost deadlocked.
That's tough.
A little bit more towards New Orleans side, but we'll see.
Right on.
Then we got Jacksonville at Arizona.
Oh,
snoozer. Snooze.
All Jacksonville in that one.
I think Jacksonville really goes in there and whoops up on Arizona. Man. I think Blake Bortles will have a good game.
I think so too. I think Jacksonville's defense is too much for Drew Stanton to deal with. But you said Ramsey's out?
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey's out.
So their best corner, Jacksonville's best corner, is out. So that's going to be tough.
Larry Fitz, you got to eat today, bro.
He be eating.
He'll eat. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Right? Regardless of who he's got, he finds a way to get open.
He's like any quarterback safety blanket. His sure hands, man. Like, he doesn't drop many balls.
He don't, and he actually runs back to the ball. Dallas Cowboy receivers.
He knows how to make adjustments.
Yeah, Terrence Williams.
He's not a body catcher. Will. Whose hands, man? Tough skin, bring it in.
Yeah.
I see Fournette having a good game against Arizona.
I need him to. Yeah. I benched him by mistake last week because I wasn't sure. There was a lot of stuff going on, but I think he has a good game.
Yeah, if he wasn't even 100% last week, he put up 111.
Yeah.
I see him having a big game.
Oh, yeah.
He should be getting better health-wise. Yeah, and Marquise Lee's been balling. He's been doing his thing, so we'll see.
We'll go all
Diddy
Jacksonville
Westbrook's back, but I think they're going to do okay. He had an okay game for getting his feet wet and getting started to start his career. So I think with those weapons being back for Jacksonville, I think they're going to take this game. And
before anything else is said, Ronnie wants to just make sure we let Fredo know that you still own $20, bro.
Hello, where you at, Fredo? I think Fredo's sick, so we might have to go get him in his deathbed over there, wherever he's at. Yeah.
No McGoose.
Yeah, he's been sick, so that's probably why he's quiet today.
So I'm going Jacksonville, hands down, easy one.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'm all Jacksonville.
Yeah, I got
Jacksonville, definitely.
Yeah, right. Fred, too. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Tonight's game, Pittsburgh is hosting Green Bay. If Aaron Rodgers was in, this would be a different game, but
definitely it's gonna be a manslaughter.
I think Pittsburgh is gonna run away with this one.
Pittsburgh's -14 in this one, y'all.
God damn. You think they cover? Yeah. Green Bay's put up some. I mean, they got a goose egg last week against the Ravens, so
yeah, I don't think they cover. I mean, I think Pittsburgh will cover.
Yeah, okay.
I think so too.
I think they win by
no Juju today, so that's a big.
Juju's out with the hamstring.
But Martavis Bryant has been doing okay.
Antonio Brown will have a big game.
That's going to be a big deal.
And I don't see Green Bay holding Antonio Brown, man.
Yeah, Martavis has been crying, that he hadn't been able to play. He hadn't had his opportunities. So we'll see if you're Martavis Bryant.
You better catch the ball today.
Do you start him today now that Juju's out?
I would.
Right? Against the Packers? The Packers have been struggling, man. They can't stay on the field. Brett Hundley's a joke.
Le'Veon needs to have a game, though, man, because He put up 46 yards against last week, but Big Ben had a 4 touchdown pass. So
yeah, I mean, they were airing it out.
Yeah, they were airing it out last week.
But you would think though, like with a big lead, they would
got more of the ball.
To the linebacker. Yeah,
right.
So Connor got a lot of carries in that games. I mean, he got 5, but I mean, still
more than what he would have had.
Right?
Yeah, Le'Veon had 12 for 46, so it was 3
Browns showed out big
on the
time.
Green Bay side. Y'all riding with anybody? Devontae Adams, maybe.
Maybe Pittsburgh's secondary is pretty tough. So,
right.
Yeah.
They do have, I think, one of the top ranked.
Killing them. Hundley is killing them.
Yeah. Thankfully, I don't have any Green Bay Packers, so
yeah, they
don't have to worry about
that. Right. Ty Montgomery, maybe.
Maybe if you had to, but I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
Too good. It's gonna be a snoozer. Only fantasy fans will probably be watching it.
Yeah, I'll watch Walking Dead on time tonight.
And Fred, what do you think on that one?
If Green Bay wins, it's a miracle.
Right.
There you go.
It's going to take a miracle, right?
It's going to take a miracle, y'all.
Christmas miracle.
Miracle on whatever street they play on.
And tomorrow we have Houston.
The last game of the week.
At
Houston,
Baltimore.
At Baltimore.
Ouch.
Monday night.
Snoozer.
I may not be watching Monday Night Football tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. If I don't have any players playing, I'm not watching that crap.
I don't have anybody playing for this one, so I don't think I'm going to watch it. We'll see. I mean,
Lamar Miller, maybe.
It is watching football. Maybe
DeAndre Hopkins, maybe somebody that people are going to be playing.
I'm going to ride with Baltimore on this one, man. They looked pretty good last week, blanking out Green Bay. Houston's, man, ever since they lost to Sean, it's like
that really affected him, man.
No belief in Tom Not So Savage?
Tom Not So Savage, man.
I don't
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is a hard one, man. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Unless you have players playing, I don't think anybody's going to be watching this game.
Yeah, Foreman's been hurt. Lamar Miller, he may be somebody. He had a decent game last game. But yeah,
if you have Flacco, you may watch
gambling after
Mike Wallace, maybe somebody to start on Monday night.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you guys have any of these players, sorry, you know.
Sorry, guys, we don't really have much to offer.
We don't have much to offer.
Good luck if you have these guys.
Drop them.
Hopkins probably the only one that
maybe
sticks out.
That's the only one, maybe. If you have a quarterback issues, Flacco, so anybody out there struggling might have a decent game, but he's known to mess himself up, so. We'll see. Yeah, I think the game to watch this week though is going to be that New Orleans game. I think that'll be the best one.
Yeah, we're kind of short on games because of the Thursday
game,
because of the the holiday Thanksgiving. There were 6 teams that played,
which one of them was a good game. The other 2 were snoozers.
Yeah, there were snoozers in that whole game. Yeah, that's all good.
I kind of tuned out after the Cowboys.
Yeah, man. I was second play up. I was like, I'm good. I don't even watch this game no more. So but we are gonna get into our what's happening. Man, other than football, man, there's not much going on for me. It's the holiday season, man, so we stay busy now with get-togethers and drinking. Yeah, goody was packed.
A lot of. Hey, if y'all ain't gone to the liquor store, they got a lot of Christmas packages.
They do.
That's what I need to get. I need to get something, with a nice little fancy cup that I never use.
Goody had a Crown one with 2
but it's
two
nice
glasses,
to have.
Same price as a
there
bottle.
You go.
So.
Some Crown Concord. That's
packages. Great packages out there.
That's what's up. What's happening? I just wanted to give a shout out. I haven't done it in a while for everybody for the what's happening. In first place we have Hookem Jason, and in second place we have Manny to our
Big
left.
Manny in the house.
Mr. Pixtradamus.
Yeah. Trying to get that first place.
This is in the front. He's doing pretty good.
Jason's been consistent.
Jason
it's hard
is
to catch
a beast.
up.
He's been doing that pick'em for a while, so big shout out to him.
But at least I'm in it.
And in third we have Laura La Chubet Attacks. She is damn good on her
stealing
picks.
my picks by watching the show.
Right. What she does,
Paying attention, not listening to Adolf.
She is good on her picks. So
she ain't watching Adolf because Adolf ain't up there.
I suck. I have been this a week, and it has nothing to do with me, so I'm not sure how that works. So big shout out to everybody. I'm going to lose that for sure, and we're working on getting y'all's prizes right for first, second, and third, but we'll definitely have something for you guys. Yeah.
I forgot to give a shout out to my cousin Paulo Trevino, Mission Eagles basketball squad. Make sure to give him a shout out. Their basketball season started, so there's a lot of from when I was younger, the whole valley, their sports games have stepped up, man.
And
Football and
sports?
basketball. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's good.
right.
Shout out to South Texas.
Yeah, South Texas. Yeah, they
I
got
got
some
family in
games.
San Benito and Brownsville, so that's definitely hits
Yeah,
home
so
too,
shout out
bro.
to
Appreciate
the
it.
family in El Valle.
I know baseball's big down
Yeah,
there.
man,
They
they're
got minor
stepping
league
it up.
baseball teams out there.
He told me they just got the Tom Landry Stadium. They just had their first game.
Oh, yeah, I heard
there.
about that.
He's from out there, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
He went
Very
to Mission
cool.
High School. That's where my cousin coaches.
Very
at, so.
cool. So
Yeah.
that's Dallas connections right
Yeah.
there. And, oh, go ahead.
Shout out to Frank Sandoval. Their season did come to an end at Mejia. They did lose on Friday night. But they did make it to the second round of the playoffs.
Man.
They hadn't been in the playoffs in a couple of years. I read a nice little article that they printed out on the Mejia newspaper for Frank, how he's really involved in the community, which is
It's
really
good,
great
man.
to hear,
That's all,
man. They say he really brought the team and the community together. So that's always good to read when somebody's doing good in the community.
Yeah,
like
that stuff
man.
is bigger than football.
Yeah, I mean,
football's
if y'all don't
there.
understand in Texas high school football, like in the communities, small communities like that, it's life.
I mean, you're talking family. You're talking little kids that see the big kids doing big things and positive
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
it was pretty cool.
It trickles
Seeing
down.
like the pictures after the game. Frank's little girl, she was all crying and shit because they lost. So it was kind of tough, but hey, they did great though. I mean, like I said, they hadn't even been in the playoffs, and he comes in there and they turn it around. They make it into the playoffs, win their first playoff game. So it shout out to him, man.
Yeah, shout out. Also, before we forget, our boy J. Ross. It is his birthday today.
Happy birthday, J. Ross, way out there in Dubai.
Yeah, whatever
What's
time
up,
it is
dude?
over there,
In
man.
Abu Dhabi, where Nirma used to get sent to. That's where he's at. Somewhere around there. That area.
Yeah, dang.
Nirma from Garfield.
Somewhere out
there.
That place is legit. And
It's
shout
real.
out to you, bro.
Fred, you got anything you want to shout out?
DaSportzCave family
Remind
too.
everybody about your movie.
As far as shout outs, I mean, you can go pretty much anywhere on Facebook, or I'm also on Instagram, Fred_Keel.
I made him get an Instagram, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
I told him he's slipping, especially for the movie community.
Yeah.
Check him out, Fred Keel.
I guess as far as shout-outs is concerned is definitely shout-out to my colleagues, Esmeralda Alvarez and Darius Lamarck Broussard. They definitely were two individuals that helped me get this film made, and I definitely have a large amount of support for them, and I'm just grateful the film's out there.
Awesome. We're happy for you, bro. We're happy to have you on.
Right.
Anytime you want to come on and just talk sports or talk about your movies, anything like that, you're definitely welcome.
No, don't forget, cop that Streets of Harvest.
For real.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to watch it. It's a good movie. It was fun to watch. It's awesome to see a different side of Fred that I don't get to see all the time. So it's cool. Happy for you, bro. Big time.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody tuned in, chatted, called in. We got
Yeah,
Ronnie
thank
to call
you
in
guys.
today, finally.
Hey, finally, Ronnie.
Right.
Dang.
We'll see how good his picks are.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Mr. Overrated, get off my yard, Ronnie.
Soothsayer over there.
But we do appreciate
Same as
everybody
Tamales,
tuning in
man.
early in
Thank
the
you.
morning, Sunday morning. So we will be back. We'll
Appreciate it.
try to be back more on time next Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. Will says Baltimore D has the best defense in fantasy. They're a beast in fantasy. Yeah, they are, man. They had a couple quiet games, but overall they've been pretty good.
All right, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Sports Cave on
Episode 19.
#champs.tv.
Yeah,
Episode
thank you for our
19.
Facebook viewers also.
Y'all make
Right,
sure
trying
to
something new.
Make sure to stay tuned. Get that show going for you tomorrow morning. If you tuned in late or missed the beginning of the show, it's your boy Juice.
Adolph, and shout out to Mino
Big
for
man.
handling everything.
Yeah,
Fred
good
Keel, the real deal.
You
There
know,
you
the
go.
executive
Keel the
producer.
real deal. Y'all have a
Oh,
good
yeah.
week. Let's
Right.
go watch some football.
So,
Thank you for watching the Sports Cave on #champs.
#Champs is a Twisted Curve production.